Yeah, so we were just talking about it. You just said it was a blowout that we won by 3 points. I couldn't agree with you more. Who knows what the game would have looked like if Tyrese Knight didn't make like one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen someone
It's
make
like
in a
he
Seahawks
legit
uniform.
forgot what team he was on for a second on that play.
Yeah, it was absurd. But thankfully we walked out of Arizona 3-1 because that never
Yeah,
happens, and it's I don't know. It's
that's
just
all
kind
that really mattered was just to get the win, especially on a Thursday night game, short week like this. Like ultimately, this stadium has been a nightmare for us for many, many, many years.
of.
Even though we win there a lot. I don't believe there was any injuries. I saw DeMarcus Lawrence kind of get checked out on the sideline, but I didn't really hear an update on him. Did
Yeah, no,
you?
I didn't hear much either. The player I noticed I got hurt was Calais Campbell, but
Yeah. Which I
um,
mean, the guy's 39. It's amazing that he's still playing defensive and defensive tackle at such a high level. But
yeah,
hopefully he's okay. But yeah, I mean, I mean, you look at the box score and you're going to be wondering how this was a 3-point game. And watching the game live, I was wondering how the fuck it was a 3-point game. I mean, we had the, unlucky interception turned into fumble. Couple really bad Tariq Woolen plays again. Thankfully, it didn't cost us the game.
yeah.
But
That Zach Charbonnet touchdown though, the second one, that should have been a touchdown. That was a
I
weak holding
Yeah,
call.
I agree. That was quite lame. Quite lame, especially considering a lot of other stuff that they let fly in this game. Um, really felt like the refs were like, "We want this to be a close game. It's a primetime game." Towards
Yeah,
the end there, but we outgained the Cardinals 384 to 253, dominated them in every statistical category, forced three turnovers, for, get 6 sacks, dominate
Mhm.
time of possession. This should have been a three-score win. It's frankly mystifying that, we needed a game-winning field goal. And I know Myers missed the 53-yarder, and honestly, the 52-yarder he made to win it, if it was a 53, he might not have made it. So
I
good
know.
job on Zach
He did the same
Charbonnet.
exact thing on both
Yeah,
kicks.
it was the same kick. Yeah, but I mean, good on Charbonnet for really getting some tough yards on that final run play. Because if he got a yard fewer, we might be watching an overtime game right now, which would be miserable.
I know, and
But
there was some head scratching plays at the end of the game there, like when we took a time. I mean, I guess we took a timeout when the Cardinals had the ball second and goal, or they ran it, then it was second and goal, and then we took a
well,
timeout.
I think they scored the next play, so that
Which,
kind
yeah,
of
that's fine, but like, had we stopped them,
yeah.
like, I just it was confusing that we stopped the clock for them.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a weird decision. It ended up working out really well for us. So,
Hmm.
I mean, maybe Mike McDonald has some sort of psychic abilities we are not aware of, but I definitely was a little puzzled at the time. Um, but I thought Sam Darnold played a hell of a game today. JSN continues to just be, again, our version of Justin Jefferson. He's in that top echelon of receiver right now. I mean, if it's one thing if you look at the numbers, but if you're watching these games, this guy is playing receiver at a higher level than I think any receiver we've had in a long time, to be honest. Like I know we had a great DK season. Tyler Lockett was a great player for us. Baldwin, always reliable, but this is something else, man. This is something special we're seeing out of Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, that one play kind of got forgotten about right before the missed field goal where
The
I
long
think it was
bomb.
third and long, and
Yeah.
Sam Darnold threw a beautiful pass to JSN, who made a sweet little stutter step move towards the sideline, totally juked out the guy that was covering him.
And it was
So
outside shoulder, just perfect. You can't throw the ball any better than Sam did
yeah,
on
it
that
was just
play.
perfectly executed, and that's what I wasn't like shocked when Sam Darnold is making these plays. I mean, he did them last year with Justin Jefferson, and everyone
Mhm.
gave the credit to Jefferson and none of the credit to Darnold.
Well,
So,
I remember when we played the Vikings last year, Darnold played really well against us. So that's when I was kind of like, yeah, maybe it's not just a Jefferson thing. Like he's making some good plays out there. But
Yeah.
I mean, 4 games into this Darnold experiment, I mean, we're 3-1, so easily could be 4-0. Had a
hmm
just one or two plays gone our way in that 49er game. I I'm afraid of this feeling, Jonah, because I'm starting to believe in Darney.
No, I am too. I'm starting to believe in our defense, even though I personally thought Devin Witherspoon down the stretch had a terrible second half. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
uh, I like what I saw from our defense, and serious. Every week it seems like Kobe Bryant is getting better. It's
Hmm.
crazy. So,
Yeah, and I mean, imagine what it's gonna be like when we have Eman Wari on the field and we get to use all those weird packages that I know we worked all off season with him.
mhm.
I know the defense was not very clutch down the stretch in this game, but they got the job done and they really did just dominate this whole game beyond those last two Cardinal drives. So I'm not worried about it. There was some refereeing assistance on the Cardinals, and I mean. Kyler Murray getting 200 yards on the dot on 41 attempts, that's like pathetic. That's really bad. Um, he's their leading rusher. You know, they couldn't really get anything going in the run game. Trey Benson, 4 yards a carry. Their backs, were get about 4 yards a carry, but we'll take that.
I liked
Um,
what I saw from both of our running backs. I thought we were
yeah.
both pretty efficient. I mean, there was obviously some plays where it was just like blown up behind the line of scrimmage, multiple times for multiple backs. But I was looking at their fantasy stats during the game. They both, I think, ended the game with the exact same amount of points.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
because
kind of cool. It shows you that they're
Walker.
both contributing in different areas of the game.
Yeah, Walker finished with 110 scrimmage yards, and then obviously Charbonnet gets the touchdown. And I don't think the stat sheet really speaks to what we saw out of Charbonnet today. He should have had 2 touchdowns, as you alluded to. And getting those extra couple yards on that last carry seriously might have won us this game. So that's not something you can
Yeah, he does a
see.
lot of the dirty work for us, I
Hmm.
feel like.
And we need it, man, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I thought of the 4 games we played today, this was probably the ugliest from the offensive line. They had a few
They got
good.
their ass kicked in the first half.
Yeah, and I think, man, I think it's just a Thursday game. You've played 2 games in 4 days. Like these guys are probably tired. I know they're young, but like they're young. They're learning how to do this, and I'm just really glad that we got 10 days off coming up because I think they need it.
hmm
We're fortunate to only be as banged up as we are, but yeah, I mean, as I always say, like the season's kind of measured in quarters, and the goal, in my opinion, is to go 3-1 every quarter, and we have done that to start the
hmm
season. First real big test of the season, I believe, is up next in the Buccaneers,
hmm
and I got to say, I think having some time to rest, I like our chances in that game. I don't think it's
Same. And I don't know how long he's going to be out, but I know Mike Evans is out this week and
mm,
he's getting up there in age. So who knows? Maybe he'll be out a second week.
yeah,
And
I thought I saw like confirmed he was gonna miss like 2 or 3 games or something, but
oh, did you? Okay.
I can't remember. Either way, yeah, I mean he's getting up there and definitely doesn't help them to have that happen. Although Igbuka, these Ohio State receivers just keep coming in as the best receivers in the league. I don't know how they continue to do it, but he looks real good. I guess if there's anything else to talk about in this Cardinals game, Marvin Harrison Jr. finally looked like a good receiver, which was annoying as hell timing
He
for
didn't in
us,
the
but
in the first half. He
no.
caused an interception.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw that, but it was terrible.
I was watching that play on my phone and like I kind of was as it was happening, I was like, what is happening? Like what how do we have the ball? Like I thought he
Yeah.
just caught it. And then all of a sudden Ernest Jones is running down the field. I'm like, oh, okay, like cool.
Yeah.
But I think the Seahawks have gone an interception in every single game to start this season.
We have
And
7.
we've dropped a few easy interceptions too. So Mike McDonald, I think this guy is everything we hoped for when we signed him. This was our first time that we've even allowed 20 points in a game, and I think this is a very weird, fluky game that in another universe probably would have been a 2-score win.
You have
Um,
games like this though. It's the NFL. There's
mhm.
never going to be an easy game unless you're playing the Saints with Sam or with Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. And they don't have a special teams unit and let you get 3 touchdowns on that. But yeah, I mean, bottom line, I'm just happy we won. We get our mini bye week now, and we did our job. We did what we set out to do.
hmm
I think if Darnay keeps playing this, he's not going to win it, obviously, but I know this sounds like tall talk here, but I think he's playing himself into the MVP conversation, honestly. He's playing that good.
Wow.
And
Okay.
uh, well, because it's not just the numbers, the throws that he's making and the situations and just his poise and efficiency. I seriously think he's the number one rated quarterback on PFF right now. So
Really?
it's not my bias saying this. Like I'm actually blown away at how good Darnold has played this season.
I gotta say, I feel like I was in Sam's corner from the get-go.
You were. I was a doubter. I was a certified doubter. I think just when a quarterback starts their career rough, I have a hard time getting over that. So
hmm
I was more in the camp of like, let's see him play like he did last season again. But he's playing quarterback as good as anyone right now, I think.
Agreed. And also with that, I feel like Ryan, maybe you need to reconsider how you feel about quarterbacks starting their career off early because we're seeing all these resurgence of all these players' careers, and it's kind of becoming the norm.
I know it's like Daniel Jones is like just making me rethink everything I ever thought about quarterbacks. Because he honestly is maybe the MVP right now. Like him or Justin Herbert, I don't know.
uh,
They're playing fantastic quarterback. I guess switching gears real quick to the Mariners. I don't know if you had anything else to say about the Seahawks.
no, not a whole lot.
I
Much
got
it.
the box score open of their game against the Rockies, and believe if they win this game and the next game, they lock in like a first round bye, don't they? Something
No,
like
they already
that.
have it.
Oh, they already
Got it.
have it.
They got
So,
it today with the Guardians losing.
oh, I see. Well, they're up 6-1 right now. So,
Yeah,
it's
this
kind of
game is pretty
crazy.
much over.
It's kind of crazy they're gonna get a bye with just 90 wins. Because I was looking back through some previous seasons, and there's been times the Mariners have gotten 90 wins and not made the playoffs, which is
Well,
kind of
no
crazy.
teams this year won 100 games.
That's
So
weird.
everyone, yeah, the MLB is like fluctuating to the point of like all the teams are kind of even right now, and there's a couple horrible teams, but like a lot of teams in the American League are like middle of the pack 500, whereas the
Hmm.
Rockies are 43 and 115.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of giving everyone a winning record.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, then we just got so it looks like they're gonna wrap things up against the Rockies, get to 90 wins. So does this whole series against the Dodgers coming up just kind of not really matter? I know I guess you could still play for the number one seed, which I think there is something to be said for having a guaranteed home field advantage considering how good the Mariners are at home. But do you really have
Yeah.
a preference or what are you thinking?
So I am kind of torn because I feel like if the Guardians end up with the 3 seed, I almost don't really want to play them because they're kind of playing like us right now. They've like
Yeah.
won all of their games. And but the only way that they can be the 6 seed or not be the 3 seed, I guess, is if they lose their next series and they play the Rangers. So we need actually
Hmm.
the Rangers to win 2 of 3. And then we need
Oh,
the Tigers to win their series so they get the 3 seed because no matter who, if the 3 seed wins their wild card round series, we automatically play them because we're the 2 seed.
right.
But if it's Detroit, I would love to play them because they suck. And they've lost like 15 of 16 or something crazy like that. So it's like, yeah, I'd way rather play them than the Guardians. But then if we have the 1 seed, we'd probably most likely either play the Yankees, the Blue Jays, or the Red Sox. And I would rather play a central team, I guess, than them, but I don't know if I'd rather play the Guardians. than all three of them. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah. Ultimately,
it's
though, I feel like when
just
you
having
get
a
into
bye is
the
awesome.
yeah, and when you get into the business of like seeding and playoff, it's like you just gotta, have confidence that your team is going to be the better team when you play anyone,
Yeah,
because
and
either way, you're going to have to get through two of these teams to make it to where we want to go.
at the end of the day, you're always going to want to choose like rest over having to play games
Hmm.
because so many things could happen. You could A, lose and not even make it to the next round, and then B, you could make it, but all your players, you could lose a player to injury from
Hmm.
having to play that series. So it's like same concept in football, obviously, but
Yeah. It's pretty amazing though. I mean, legit I didn't know enough about sports to know that the Mariners even won the division last time it happened because I was like 6.
yeah,
So,
same. Yeah,
so it's pretty
I
wild
wasn't there
to,
for it.
yeah. I mean, I remember like I loved the Mariners when I was that age, but like you're a kid, you don't know what's going on. So to like be
Yeah.
witnessing this really historic season with Cal Raleigh getting over 60 home runs. Did he hit another one tonight or no dice?
No, no,
Well,
he
he's got
didn't.
2 more innings, I
He
guess.
might have another at bat in him though, because it's only the bottom of the seventh, or I guess end of the seventh, so top of the eighth. But yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, a lot of good things can be happening here in the next week or two.
Yeah. Very, very exciting. I mean, when's the
And
last
the
time? I
Astros are
guess
not going to make the playoffs probably, which is hilarious.
that is hilarious. I guess in 2022 we had a simultaneous good year from the Mariners and the Seahawks, but kind of on both ends. I feel like this year feels different. And
Yeah,
I know
they've
it's
never.
early in the Seahawks season, but
Yeah, but like they're playing like reminding me of like 2012, the way this
this
defense is
defense
looking.
has not looked this good, like stacking back to back to back good performances. And I could see Leonard Williams was furious that we allowed the Cardinals to tie the game. He was like freaking out. So we won, and they're not happy about it. And I think
Yeah,
that kind of pride in your defense is a good place to be.
yeah,
Um, Woolen has got to figure out these shot plays, man. Like, I mean, I guess if we're getting into nitpicking before we sign off, like he's got so many opportunities to just get an interception and he's turning them into catches allowed and penalties. Like
I know. Like
he needs
every
to
time the
sit in a room with Richard Sherman for like 20 hours straight and watch highlights of Richard Sherman defending those plays because those all turn to interceptions with Sherman. And Sherman is way slower than Woolen.
Yeah, Woolen, it seemed like every time he was on the TV, it was either a flag on him or a catch on him. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
think, like as much as everybody's calling for his head, and like I get it, like he could have saved the game for us week 1. He almost blew the game for us week 4, but I do think just because of his talent, he's still gonna get chances throughout the rest of this season. This is his contract year too.
mhm.
So, I don't know, Woolen, like apparently you don't want money because you're really like blowing it a lot this season. But I have faith that he's gonna figure this out and start playing with some confidence. And I think that's what he needs. I think someone just really needs to like get him to believe in himself a little bit more because I think the main thing about getting your head around in those situations is like trusting that you're in the right spot. And
Mhm.
that's what's so frustrating about it is he's in the right spot every time and he's just not trusting it.
Yeah. I know. Talking about being in the right spot at the right time, that one play that Michael Wilson had on fourth down,
Oh, that was
he like
crazy.
turned around and the ball just like landed in his arm in his one
Yeah.
hand. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, the thing like Michael Wilson's like not the most athletic receiver in the world, but he seems to just catch like if it gets to him, he catches it.
Yeah.
And that was a really annoying example of that
Yeah, that was
there.
a frustrating final drive that the Cardinals had. It was like death by. It reminded me of like when Pete Carroll was our coach during the shitty defensive years.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of the last time we lost in Arizona, that 2020 game where we got a lead and then like kind of played conservative and then the Cardinals just like walked into the end zone with like 2 seconds left and we went to overtime and ended up losing. It was so terrible. I remember me, you, and Henry like walked to Patton after the game. I don't know if you remember that.
I
Uh,
don't for some reason.
I
I
think it might have been a Thursday night game too, which is crazy. But yeah, that's the last time we lost to Arizona, period, and in that stadium in particular.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I'm glad we're 3-1, about to go on this little mini bye here, and yeah, Cardinals are now last place in the division,
Yeah.
where they belong.
As you and I definitely did. I think you just said it too, but we said the Cardinals would be hovering around 500 a week or two from when they were 2 and
Yeah.
0. Guess what? They're 2 and 2.
Yeah, I specifically remember you saying that podcast or two ago.
Yeah. So Cardinals are bottom are the division dwellers like we predicted, and
Hmm.
it's just gonna take who are the Niners playing this weekend?
Let me check. They are due for a loss.
I feel
Let's
like it's
see. Oh, they're playing the Jaguars.
oh yeah.
The Jags could win that. I'm not
Yeah.
counting on them to, but they could. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
The 49ers play Jaguars, Rams, Buccaneers, Falcons, Texans. They got an easy schedule, dude. Wow. Their schedule is like even easier than ours, which is crazy. We have to maintain this same, or, like within a game of the 49ers and beat them last game of the season. That's just kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
One thing I'll close with that I think kind of illustrates that maybe bold MVP take I had earlier, but from PFF tonight, Sam Darnold on 10 plus yard throws versus the Cardinals, 9 for 11, 165 yards, a touchdown, no picks, 149.1 passer rating. Basically, I mean that's the biggest reason why we won this game today was Darney's deep balls.
Darnie's deep balls. It will be.
What did Colby say?
It needs to be the episode name.
Yeah, that's the phrase of the season so far.
I like it.
Um, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got to say. Sometimes games are
Same.
annoying, but I'm overall couldn't be much happier.
Yeah, agreed. Hopefully we can get who did you say got injured again? Defensive lineman.
Demarcus Lawrence, I just saw him on the sideline. I don't know what's going on with him. I'll have to check the updates.
Well, hopefully we'll have him and Wari back by the mini bye week and be ready for the Buckies.
Yeah, that's our first big game, so gotta have all our horses for it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So
All right, man. Well,
go Ends, go Hawks.
no episode from me next week as I will be out of the country, but I'll be
Ah,
back in time for the Bucks game, and I'll see you on the reaction vid, hopefully after another dub.
sweet. All right.
Alrighty.